Understanding phrasal verbs, a key to fluent English. Hello, English learners. Today, we're going to delve into an essential part of English grammar that can sometimes confuse learners but is also a key to sounding more fluent and natural: phrasal verbs. By the end of this video, you will have a strong grasp of what phrasal verbs are and how they function in English. Phrasal verbs are unique to English and are a combination of a base verb and one or two particles. These particles could be a preposition like in, on, at, or an adverb like away, back, out. For instance, in the phrasal verb, turn off, turn, is the base verb and off is the particle. It's important to note that the meaning of a phrasal verb often differs from the base verb. For example, turn off doesn't just mean to turn something in the off direction. Instead, it means to stop the operation of something, like a light or a machine. Phrasal verbs can be divided into three main types. 1. Intransitive phrasal verbs. These do not need an object to make sense. For example, wake up is an intransitive phrasal verb. We can simply say, I wake up at 7 a.m. 2. Transitive separable phrasal verbs. These need an object and the object can come between the verb and the particle. For instance, turn off is a transitive separable phrasal verb. We can say, please turn off the light, or please turn the light off. 3. Transitive inseparable phrasal verbs. These need an object but the object must come after the particle. For example, look after is a transitive inseparable phrasal verb. We can say, she looks after her younger brother, but not, she looks her younger brother after. Phrasal verbs are essential because they are widely used in spoken and written English. They can make your English sound more natural and fluent. Understanding them can also significantly improve your comprehension, especially when reading English literature or listening to native English speakers, as they tend to use a lot of phrasal verbs. Learning phrasal verbs might seem daunting due to their number and the fact that their meanings often can't be deduced from their individual words. But don't worry, here are some tips. 1. Learn them in context. Try to learn phrasal verbs in the context of a sentence or a conversation, as it can help you understand their meanings better. 2. Practice. Practice makes perfect. Use them in your own speech and writing. 3. Don't try to learn all at once. Start with the most common ones and gradually expand your knowledge. That's it for today's lesson on phrasal verbs. Hopefully, you now have a clearer understanding of what phrasal verbs are, their types, and why they're so important in English. Remember, it's not about rushing to learn them all, but about gradually incorporating them into your English language use. Until next time, keep practicing, and happy learning.